And here I am at the glorious Hopwood services, which I'm very grateful for, on my way to Rockfield Studios in Monmouthshire, and I'm feeling a mixture of excitement and apprehensiveness, a bit like walking up a red carpet towards a pretend scaffold. And so here I am, just arriving at Rockfield Studios. Wonder what it's going to be like. So I've arrived at the very splendid facilities at Rockfield. This is the room that I'm in, and here's the living room of room 4 in the series of chalets that are along one side of the quadrangle. And I'm very pleased to see a little kitchen so that I can make myself ample cups of tea. Better get out now to the recording room to help Nigel load in his drums.
Forget respect, just build the reservation. Every time I go to Mexico, and I'm still looking.
I don't know if you can play a lot of Beatles chords, songs all the way through on acoustic guitar, Rick, then you must know loads of chords.
Alright, mate.
I nearly always linger on.
Morning.
Joe.
Hiya, Joe. Good to meet you.
Steve?
Yeah.
Good to meet you. You alright?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Well, we used to have the big knee VRs, and I mean, it basically was the entire length of that unit there, and it cost a fortune to run with the electricity, and it ran at such a high temperature that you had to have full-on AC at the same time.
The knees
So, it just would, otherwise we just,
melt.
So, but we still got although we got rid of those 20 years ago now, we still got this, but as I say, we don't change what we don't, if it ain't broken, we don't fix it twice. But then this one here, this is Doris, and she has been here since 1974. So all of the stuff that was recorded in here between 74 and about 87, 88 was recorded on that tape machine. And she's called Doris because we used to have two, one in either studio, and our maintenance engineer then, Otto, if ever anybody put in the fault book, the A80, he was like, well, which A80? So we called one Doris and one Mavis. So it was like, well, Doris has got such and such a song. But
Bohemian Rhapsody?
yes.
Wow. And that's Killer Queen piano as well, isn't it?
Yes, probably, yes. I guess it would be, yeah. Yeah, because I think he bought the white piano down just for the night at the opera, but that was in here then, so I guess it would be. I don't know, I was
Absolutely
6.
Surreal. Absolutely surreal.
So yeah.
How did Kingsley and Charles get the idea of buying this really, really first-rate equipment as they went along?
Well, they just wanted to do the best they could. Yeah. It just evolved. There was no great plan. They didn't sit down with a business plan thinking we're going to have this great studio.
Yeah.
They were farmers, but they happened to be in a band, and they used to milk all the cows and feed all the pigs and do all of the farming duties, and then go up to London to record, because they recorded with Joe Meek.
Yeah.
So they were one of Joe's band, Joe Meek's bands. And it was because his studio, he turned everything on its head because his studio was in his flat.
Yeah.
As opposed to like Abbey Road and Decca and
Yeah,
Pyle,
yeah,
these
yeah.
big
The first home
studios.
studio.
Yeah, so my grandmother, who was just one of the most amazing women, and she was sort of, well, can't you get the equipment for yourselves, you know, and just do it down here, dears? And so they started off in the attics of the house, and then they moved to the potato loft, and then they moved down to the coach house in '68, and then we converted here in '78. This desk is brilliant, this MCI. As I say, we bought this about 20 years ago, and we've never looked back. And a lot of people, they don't necessarily know the MCI, but the reason why my dad bought it was because the producer Gus Dudgeon had an MCI, and we knew Gus very well. And of course, he was a huge Elton John and loads of other people he worked with. So Kingsley was like, well, if you're good enough for Gus, it'll be good enough for us.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why we bought the MCI, and we have not looked back. Everybody loves this desk.
One of the great...
Played the drums to vocals to the so I've also got a new client who used it. The only way like I can't use this tape machine because I've got all this, so I use the label. I'm quite lucky where I live because demo. Joe, when do you reckon you're going to need your Am I okay to wander around for a bit?
Yeah, yeah. Good.
Rick always manages to get himself.
And if it all goes wrong, it's Rick's fault.
Oh, yeah.
The rest of them were just basically for those in that folder for other members of the band who needed bits and bobs.
A false accusation, black man on the tarmac. Well, you know the West is
Yeah. So that's the kick in. I'm not really pushing.
my vaccine. Jesus wept.
The kickstand is really.
Yeah, much punchier now. At any point you want to jump in and have a fiddle, feel free to as well. No, I'm just listening.
Obama Day. It almost sounds like reason. CP's Jesus is my vaccine. Jesus wept. What is truth, he said, and dried his hands. Nothing could have bad as money can make better. Voices jangling in the wind like flagpole ropes. If she gets too difficult.
So, how do you reckon it's going then?
I think it's going brilliantly. Yeah, you've been great, Rich. You've done some
thank you,
fantastic
Steve.
stuff.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I think I've risen to the occasion, hopefully. So, no, but being here and this it's just incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to be part of it, and actually to have played some good drums.
Yeah.
And-
you have
and,
played great drums.
Yeah, I'm in heaven.
Yeah. Okay. Forget respect, just build a reservation, give it a century, they'll see democracy's cool. Down in Dakota, to try and guard their borders, to keep the plague away. The white men still roam. Jesus is my vaccine. Jesus wept. Jesus wept.
Mate, that was in another fucking league. That was ace. Double.
But she stands in the torchlight, shivering wet. What makes us free, or it can bind us in chains. Jesus is my vaccine. Jesus wept. We've had an absolutely brilliant time at Rockfield. What an experience it's been. The facilities here are superb. The studio is the best that I've ever been in. The engineer was helpful, efficient, skillful, and my fellow musicians performed absolutely up to their best. I think that's probably what's special about this place, that it brings the best out of the people that come here.
Jesus is my vaccine. Jesus
wept. What is truth, he said, and dried his hands. Nothing good or bad that money can make better.